Hi folks, I'm Gary Dunshee with Big Bend Saddlery, and this month I wanted to talk a little bit about mohair breast collars. I've got one over here laid out on my bench, and mohair breast collars are really nice and they feel good and they work really well in a lot of cases. They're nice and soft and feel good to your horse, and he can pull into it real well. Just going to mention a couple of drawbacks and maybe some things you can do. They will get hard with all the sweat off your horse and the dirt and everything that you run into. It'll kind of collect on the back, and the breast collars that have the more interweaves, like this right here, the more interweaves they have, that's where it seems to get the hardest, the quickest, on the back side there. And it'll get just like a rasp back there if you don't take care of it. It's easy to take care of it, but you got to do it. Take it off, get you a little tub of warm water and soak it for a while, wash it just like you were washing your britches. And once you get it all washed and clean, a little detergent in there, if you really want to do a good job, let it soak in some woolite for a while, and it'll really make it nice and soft. They work real good as long as you keep them clean and don't let them get hard like that. And the other thing I might mention about this part of it is, if you live in country or you work in country where there's a lot of brush, the brush can pick away at it pretty good. We've got quite a little brush down here, and there's one in particular called cat claw, and cat claw will just shred one of these things. It's got a thorn on it that's hooked like a cat's claw, and it just drags at it continually. It can get really, really thick, and it's not a good plant to have around, but there's plenty of it. Cholla cactus, if you hit a cholla cactus and it breaks off in it, it just stays there. So those are a couple of things that doesn't work too good against. If you don't have those, you ought to be in pretty good shape. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is, this is with any breast collar, but this center plate in the back. If you're going to have a center plate, I don't recommend them myself. We don't put them behind our breast collars, but these center plates are better off whenever they're just plain leather like this, as opposed to lining them with wool skin. You can line them with latigo or whatever you want to, but when they're lined with wool or synthetic wool or anything like that, they just get harder than a rock, and it's kind of has the rasp effect. Then you get dirt and sweat and little bitty fine pieces of dirt and gravel in there, and that's the first place it'll start rubbing your horse, is right there in the middle. If it is wool lined, you can cut it off, or whenever it goes to getting hard, you can reline it. Or if you're one of those people that actually takes care of their gear, you can wash it about every time you use it and kind of comb it out and keep it clean and soft. I don't know too many people that do that, but if you're one of those, you can do that. And other than those three things, these mohair breast collars work really good. Thanks for watching.